Hey y'all, it's Candace. In this video I am going to be showing you all of my cream shadows that are in jars. I have cream shadows that are in pencil form. I also have them in like tube form as well. That's why I'm going to split this video up because I'm running out of arm space and this video would be really long. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. The first one, most of these are the color tattoos, 3 Max and 2 Elf. So yeah. First is the 24-hour color tattoo by Maybelline in Barely Beige. Looks like that. Again, a lot of people thought this was going to be a knockoff of Max Painterly, but because it is shimmery, it is not. And it looks like that. Now you're not going to be able to see it. It's very minute, I guess, not minute. It's very nude-like, I guess you could say. So yeah. The next one, and that Barely Beige is in their Fall 2012 line. The next one is Rich Mahogany, which is a pretty brown color. And these are all really creamy to the touch. I really like it. Really like them. That's Rich Mahogany right there. Beautiful, beautiful, deep, rich brown color with little specks of like burgundy flecks in them. That is also in their Fall 2012 line. Another Fall 2012 color is Mossy Green. Beautiful, deep green color. Fabulous for fall. I cannot wait to wear this. And it looks like that. I think this would look beautiful with the Infallible, the L'Oreal Infallible little eyeshadow thing that kind of looks kind of like this. And I think it's called Golden Emerald. I think that would be gorgeous. So, very pretty. Next in the Fall 2012 line is called Gold Shimmer. Beautiful, deep, dark gold color. Again, beautiful fall color. And it is right here. Very, very deep gold. Love it. Next is Bold Gold, which is in their permanent line. And it is a lighter gold. Very pretty. I've worn this a couple times. All the ones that I've shown so far are very rich, very creamy. And there's Bold Gold right there. As you can see, it's different from the Gold Shimmer. This is like a true gold. So, yeah. Next is Max Paint Pot in Cash Flow. This is more of a green tinted gold, if that makes any sense. I love MAC paint pots. They're very creamy. They don't crease. They're just amazing. And that is Cash Flow. So you can see Cash Flow, Bold Gold, and Gold Shimmer. They're 3 different types of gold. So I'm so glad I ended up picking up the Gold Shimmer for the fall. I mean the Gold Shimmer for the fall collection. I think it's Gold Shimmer. I'll make sure I get it right. Yeah. So Gold Shimmer, Bold Gold, and Cash Flow. So you can see very different in types of golds. You can see this kind of has a little bit of a green undertone to it. Very pretty. Next is Max Paint Pot in Rubenesque. This is a very interesting color. I want to call this a chameleon color because it looks pink. It's got copper in there. It's got gold. It's very pretty. I love this. But on the eyelid, it's very, very, very sheer. You really have to build it up. And it is right here. Right there. So you can see it's coming off pink on camera, but it's got gold in there as well. It's really pretty. And the next one is Max Painterly. Y'all are probably very familiar with this. Again, it looks similar to the Barely Beige by the Color Tattoo, but Matte Painterly is a matte color. So I love using this as an eye base. It is just, it's perfection. I love it. And I tried to swatch it. You're not really going to be able to see it, but it's right there. Again, very matte, very creamy. Love, love, love. Okay, next is another color tattoo, and this is in their permanent line. The rest of the color tattoos I'm going to show you are in their permanent line. And this is in the color Bad to the Bronze. This is by far my favorite. As you can see, I've used a lot. I mean, I've made like a crater in there. A very, very beautiful bronze color. I love this. It is beautiful in the crease. It's beautiful by itself. It's beautiful with pearly or even dark bronzy eyeshadows. I just love it. And it is right here. That's bad to the bronze. Very, very, very pretty. Next is Toughest Taupe. This is the only matte color, I think. Yeah, the only matte color that Maybelline Tattoo has. So, and I find this one a little difficult to blend on the eye because it dries rather quickly. It is right there. Beautiful. It's just, it looks like a concrete color. Like, it's just a beautiful gray. Love it. Just a little difficult to blend. The next is one of my favorite brights in the line, and it's called Edgy Emerald. It's coming off blue on camera, but I promise it's, I don't know, it almost reminds me of like the Caribbean because it has that green tint to it, but it's a beautiful Caribbean blue. This is just gorgeous. I love this one. This one again is very creamy, easy to blend, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color. So, and it is shimmery. Next is Audacious Asphalt. I think that's one of my favorite names. I just feel like I'm cussing or something when I say it. This one's a little drying to me. And it's, you have to build it. It's kind of like the Toughest Taupe. Toughest Taupe is very dry. And you have to be careful because you do have to build it because it is dry. It's not as creamy as the other ones, but this is Audacious Asphalt. Beautiful like gunmetal gray, but it's got silver like sparklies in it. That's right there. So it's very pretty. It's kind of like the Audacious Taupe, but I really wouldn't call that taupe, but whatever. But it's a shimmery version, so very pretty. And next is Too Cool, which is their basic white. I wish this was a little bit more matte and not as shimmery. Again, this is one that I have a really, really hard time blending, and you really have to build the color with this because just one swipe, it just kind of disappears on the eyelid. But you know, it is buildable. I just like to use this kind of in the brow and in the inner corner of the eye. I've tried using it on the eyelid and it just kind of, like I said, it just kind of blends. But it is buildable. So that's it right there. Next is probably one of my favorite color, well, no, all of them are my favorite. It's just a beautiful blue, and I know that the Color Tattoos have come out with like a bejeweled collection that is just being carried at I think Targets, that are going along with their new their colored mascaras. I haven't worn colored mascara since high school, and I'm not quite sure I want to start. Anyway, this is the color Tenacious Teal. Like, this reminds me of the beach. I mean, this is an in-your-face pop of color, very beautiful. It's easy to blend. It's creamy. You can build it up and go dark and be, you know, va-va-voom, or you can just be very subtle with it and just have a really blue, like really light blue color to the eye, and it looks like that. Now again, this is like 2 coats, so you guys could see the swatch, but look how beautiful that is. That is such a gorgeous blue. And next is the Pomegranate Punk. I wasn't going to get this color. I'm so glad that I did. A lot of these colors look very intimidating in the jar, but when you put them on your eye, you will like just be blown away. They're wonderful to work with. And this is Pomegranate Punk. This kind of reminds me of, I don't know, like, well, pomegranate's purple, but I would not call this purple. I mean, this is gorgeous. I mean, absolutely like a plum. I guess pomegranate's kind of a plum color as well, but this is beautiful. And swatched, it is gorgeous. It's going to come off brown on camera, but I promise it's got the purplish hues to it. It's absolutely stunning. Love it. So glad I picked that up. The only one I think I don't have in the permanent line is the orange one, and I'm kind of contemplating getting it just to kind of have to play with. I don't know. We'll see. Next is one of the e.l.f. cream eyeshadows. e.l.f. cream eyeshadows I absolutely love, but I do not wear them on their own. Like the MAC and the Maybelline Tattoo cream shadows, you can wear them on their own, blend it out on your eye, and they'll be great. Always wear an eyeshadow base underneath it just because of creasing. I have oily lids anyway, so no matter what, it's going to crease if I don't put a base on it underneath it, an eyeshadow primer. With the e.l.f. I always put an eyeshadow over it. I don't ever wear them by themselves just because the lasting power is just not there. I wish e.l.f. would get like bigger labels because I cannot read these. This is in Candlelight, but they look like this. These are $3 and that's Candlelight. It kind of reminds you of the Barely Beige that I have in the Maybelline Tattoo, but it is much different. It is truly where the Barely Beige comes off as like a pearl color, where this comes off like almost like a painter's grade, like a builder's grade, like beige with sparkle. That's it right there. It's called Candlelight. Last but not least is the color Dawn. I have used a lot of this. Again, this is like I've put a major crater in here. I really like this color on the lid for an everyday use. I will use this all over the lid, blend it out, and put The Balm's Sex Pot in Work Is Overrated. It's a very shimmery, loose powder on top of this, and it's just stunning. I love it. Just for a very simple, you know, everyday work look. But that is Dawn right there. Hope you can see it. Oh. Kind of chunked it on there. So yeah, so these are my cream eyeshadows that I have. I love them. You know, they're absolutely fabulous. The ones that I'm showing you now are probably by far my absolute hands down favorites. So yeah, my next video will be on probably on the ones that are in the tubes, and then I'll have to do one that's on the pencils because I'm noticing that I have a lot of pencil shadows. I'm looking at them right now and I'm like, oh man, this is gonna have to be a 3-part series. So it'll probably end up being 3 parts. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out my Facebook fan page, and don't forget to subscribe to my videos, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye y'all.